Right, people, welcome back again to T-Boys TV. Obviously, if you was on the Luton show at 4, you'd know what I'm on about. But I'm obviously here, back again, with another Premier League predictions video. Obviously, we go through Team of the Week. We review the last week's games. So, yeah, and obviously, if the sounds a lot better, I've got a mic for my birthday, and I haven't actually started using it until today. And now it's lit. It sounds lit. I look back at it on the Luton show and it sounded perfect. And now I don't have to put headphones in if I talk to anyone, if I go live with anyone like that, or anything like that, sorry. So yeah, it's all good. Big up KLOPP. He says, yes, Tyler. Big up your damn self. But obviously we're here to predict the games, review the games, and yeah, do Team of the Week and look at the table. You know how it is now, people. You know how it is. Obviously, episode 13, I believe. I don't want to get that wrong. Let me just confirm. I swear it is. Episode 13. Because I know I've done this 3 weeks after the actual start of the Premier League. So, yeah, let's just get into it. So, obviously, the first game last week, what a game to start. What a game to start the weekend that was. Finished at the London Stadium, West Ham 3, Chelsea 2. Now, I'll go through people's predictions for this. Now, I said 2-1 Chelsea. Brad said 2-1 West Ham, so fair play there. He got a point. Alex said 1-0 Chelsea. Max said 2-2. So, obviously, it's very close. Liam said 2-1 Chelsea. Lewis said 2-1 Chelsea. Kenny said 1-0 Chelsea. Wolf and Velv said 1-1. James went with a 1-1. Chris went 1-0 Chelsea. Niall went 2-1 Chelsea. And KLOPP went 2-1 Chelsea. Now, for me, the reason why I did say Chelsea win is just more the fact, like, I know West Ham could beat them, and they obviously did, but, Chelsea and United, West Ham always get screwed over to them. Always in the Premier League. Always. Like, you look at Man United, for example, when Pogba scored that brilliant goal. Yeah, don't get me wrong. Great goal. But the ball went out before that. Do you know what I mean? Chelsea, I remember, like, last season just watching it, and the amount of times West Ham would get fouled and that. It's just... But I'm so happy West Ham done it. Obviously, I said Chelsea win. I'm gutted that I didn't get the points for that game, but I'm so happy to see West Ham win. Obviously, that helps Liverpool as well in the title race. But yeah, we'll go through the games. So obviously, Thiago Silva with the first goal. Good header. Similar to his goal against Tottenham in 3-0 victory in September, a bit earlier on in the season. And then West Ham get a penalty. Now, Mendy, yeah, he's been looking a bit suspect recent weeks. I'm not even going to lie. The way he's been, his distribution's been poor. Like, there was a time he got away with it against Man United. It's just looked poor in recent weeks. And he just took out Bowen, took him out clear as day. It was a penalty. Lanzini, he only scores bangers, even if it's from the penalty spot. You know what I mean? Great penalty into the top left. Mendy went the other way. You know what I'm saying? By the way, if I keep looking that way, it's because I'm currently watching golf, even though I don't usually watch golf. Just got it on because after it's the Brentford-Watford game. So, yeah, I sort of need to touch on these games quick as well because I don't want to get accused of cheating if the score's actually what I say it is for that, or what I think it is for that game, sorry. But yeah, so West Ham get an equaliser. It's and then Mount gets a goal right before half-time. That was a great goal, I'm not going to lie. Mount started to get back into things in the recent games. Very good volley that was into the bottom right corner. Chelsea go 2-1 up at half-time. And then in the second half, Chelsea, I don't know what they're doing defensively. Bowen with a great finish. Now, for me, Bowen's very underrated. I would definitely take him as a backup at Liverpool. I know there was talks in the summer. I'd love to have him as a backup. Another option, he's got pace. He can score bangers. The way he drives defenders onto him to then create space for other players. I'd love that guy at my club, man. Seriously. But yeah, that was a great finish by him. And then Masuaku gets the winning goal. Now, people are saying, oh, it meant to be a cross, meant to be a shot. Either way, he scored the winning goal for West Ham. Do you know what I mean? And they get the 3 points. They get the 3 goals against Chelsea. And what a game that was. You know, there was probably times in that first half that West Ham thought they weren't going to win. Like the fans and that. They were probably like, oh, here we go again. Probably going to lose to Chelsea, you know. But they've done it. Fair play. And everyone's giving it all the, put respect on Moyes' name. Respect should have been put in his name since last season. Do you know what I mean? Like, ever since the Liverpool game, and now they're bringing it back up again. They're like, oh, respect should be put on his name. He should have been put on his name ages ago. Do you know what I mean? Like, I just don't understand that. But what a win for West Ham. I'm happy for them, mate. Because you know me, I don't really like Chelsea either. Like, they just annoy me. But we'll talk about that another time. Do you know what I mean? Moving on to the next game, which was at St James's Park. Finished Newcastle 1, Burnley 0. Now, scores for this, I said 2-1 Burnley. You know, Newcastle winless. I just thought, you know, they're not going to win this game. You know, Burnley had a break as well due to obviously the game they was meant to have with Tottenham got postponed. Brad also went with a 2-1 to Burnley. Alex said 2-0 Newcastle. We got a point there. Max said 2-1 Newcastle, point there. Liam went 2-1 Burnley, point there. Lewis went 1-1 draw. Kenny went 0-0 draw. Wolf and Velv 2-0 Newcastle. James 2-0 Burnley. Chris 2-1 Newcastle. Niall 0-0 and KLOPP 0-0. You know, for me, I just thought it'd be one of them games. You know, Newcastle, as I said, still winless. Burnley having a break. I thought they'd be all right. You know, I thought they would get it done, but you know, the goal, obviously Callum Wilson scoring it. You know, Newcastle were moaning, not Newcastle, sorry, why would they be moaning? They scored. Burnley, sorry, Pope, you know, I don't know why he's moaning. He's dropped the ball and it's, you know, he's trying to say the defender was in his way, basically, or the attacker. So I don't even know who it was, but they're trying to say he was in his way. Nah, mate, you just bottled it. You know what I mean? You had it in your hands, you dropped it. Like, I like Pope. I think he's very underrated, but, you know, there, I think it's fair and square. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, that's really it from that game. Do you know what I mean? Like, Burnley scored right at the end, but is offside. I can't remember who it was. But yeah, he was a tad offside. I think it's Rodriguez or something like that. I'm not too sure. Jay Rodriguez. I don't know. I might be wrong. But yeah, the game wasn't the greatest. Obviously, great for Newcastle because they get a win. Hopefully now for them, they're going to have momentum. Because obviously, let's be serious now. They're going to be in that relegation battle. And that is their first win. So, you know, it's one of them. But yeah, as I said, for them, they're going to be full of confidence. So yeah, we'll move on to the next game, which obviously I done a match reaction to. Check that one out if you haven't already, but I'll touch briefly on it here. Obviously, Wolves took on Liverpool. Now, I'll go through the scores and then I'll say my thoughts on the game. So, scores, I said 2-1 Liverpool. I knew it would be a 1-goal win. You know, I thought it would be tough, but I'll get more into it in a second. Brad said 1-0 Liverpool. Fair play there, 3 points, you know what I mean? Alex said 3-0 Liverpool. Max said 3-0 Liverpool. Liam said 3-0 Liverpool. Lewis said 3-1 Liverpool. Kenny said 2-0 Liverpool. Wolf and Vel said 2-0 Liverpool. James said 2-0 Liverpool. Chris said 3-0 Liverpool. Niall said 3-0 Liverpool. And KLOPP said 3-0 Liverpool. Excuse me. So you look at that and, you know, similar scores. But yeah, I knew it'd be a 1-goal win. Obviously, I thought they'd score though. But, you know, looking at the game, obviously going into it, for me, you know, Wolves are a bit off the radar this season. No one's really talking about them, you know, how well they're doing, you know, their manager. No one really knew too much about him. You know, Hwang's come in, been exceptional. Jimenez has come back and been exceptional. You know, they've got a very good team. You know, they got rid of Raul Patricio. The keeper they've got now seems decent. you know, they're still doing that type of thing where it's mainly Portuguese players. But I think that works for them. Do you know what I mean? And they still got the likes of Connor Cody, brilliant captain. I'm not even saying it because he's a Scouser. Like, you know, you see it. You know what I mean? You see the hunger, you see the desire, you see all of that. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, going into that, you know what I mean? Jota, he had a poor game, if I'm being totally honest, against his former club. There was a header. For me, even the commentator said it, he should at least be putting that on target. Like, that was a poor header for me from Jota. And then there was another chance where their keeper come running out like a madman. Jota, all he had to do is go left or right. And it was just poor. It was poor. He went straight down the middle where there was two of them. I don't know how he didn't score that. For me, the only good Wolves chance I saw was a shot where Alisson jumped down and caught it. Weren't a bad shot. I can't quite remember who shot. But yeah, obviously, Origi comes on for Henderson and gets the winning goal, man. Like, you lot know I'm not an Origi guy, but I have to big him up at this moment in time. I have to big him up. It's only right. Do you know what I mean? The goals he scored for Liverpool, how crucial they've been. And obviously, in my match reaction that I did with James Redmond the other day, we were saying how if anyone's going to have 100 chances in the Liverpool team and who's going to score the most, it's going to be him. Do you know what I mean? It's going to be Origi. Because he's just so clinical. Like, you have to big him up. And the times he scored goals, Barcelona's semi-final, you know what I mean? Like, the winning goal, how precise, not even how precise it was, just what it meant. Do you know what I mean? Like, obviously, the precision was sick, but, you know, this Wolves game, that was a great finish as well. Dortmund, semi-final, Europa League. Everton, when that mad goal where it hit the bar, bounced down, headed it in. Do you know what I mean? There's been plenty of time. Tottenham in the final. That confirmed that we won. Do you know what I mean? I always knew we was going to win, but that extra confirmed it, basically. Do you know what I mean? There's been plenty of times, mate. Plenty of damn times. The other day, AC Milan, all right, it weren't the 90th minute or anything like that, but it was the winning goal. Do you know what I mean? So, well, not even like the Barcelona one was the 90th minute, but do you know what I mean? It felt like it in that, but you know, and that header, no one will talk about it because it was an open goal, but the precision on it was just unreal against AC Milan. Do you know what I mean? But obviously, we talk about this game. Great finish, mate. Great finish, and obviously, I'll touch on it more when we talk about Liverpool versus Villa. Obviously, Jota's out for this game, so potentially, could we see Origi up top or in that attacking three? Because let's be real, it's most likely going to be an attacking three. But yeah, we'll move on from that game because obviously I've done a match reaction, but yeah, I think I've covered most. Well, I've covered most of it. Next game at St Mary's, Southampton 1, Brighton 1. Sort of a derby, do you know what I mean? South Coast derby. Now, points, I actually said 1-1, so I got 3 points there. Brad said 2-2, so he got a point. Alex said 2-2, so he got a point. Max said 2-0 Brighton. Liam said 2-0 Southampton. Lewis said 2-1 Brighton. Kenny said 1-0 Brighton. Wolf and Velv said 9-0 Southampton. I think they're just taking a mick. James said 0-0 draw. Chris said 1-0 Brighton. Niall said 2-1 Brighton. And KLOPP said 1-1 draw. Now, a lot of Brighton wins. I know quite a few people are like, oh, I'll do Brighton win this, rare tear, like, before you even look at how the game went. Like, it's a derby. Do you know what I mean? Southampton, not a bad team. Do you know what I mean? Like, everyone was just underestimating them in this game for me. Like, I don't know. Southampton have some good players. Obviously, I've got a good manager as well. Like, looking at the game, it was equal. In my opinion, like, you look at how it ended, and it probably did deserve to be a draw. If I'm being totally honest, Southampton getting the early goal, and then Maupay scoring a late goal again. Another great late goal for him. Like, I'm not a fan of him. I'll be real. I think he's a complete mug. But you know, he's similar to Origi in the way he's been scoring late goals that are, well, maybe that was a bit too far. Not Origi, but you know, there's similar how he's been, you know, scoring late goals and decisive goals. Like Origi's are mainly winners. That's the difference here. But you know, you look at Morpay against West Ham as well. That overhead kick, like he's been scoring late crucial goals as well. And they get a point away in the derby, and it just weren't a surprise that it was going to be a draw. Obviously, I said 1-1. I just saw it. Do you know what I mean? Like I said, derby. Both teams are a bit meh at the moment. Like I just saw it. Do you know what I mean? I saw it. I saw it coming. You know what I mean? But we'll move on to the next game, which was the 5:30 game on the Saturday. Now, obviously, I went to the Blackpool versus Luton game. Now, at the services I stop at, you usually tend to see a lot of football fans, you know, obviously, if they're travelling away. And we saw a few Man City ones, surprisingly, you know what I mean? And, you know, like, it was quite weird because their game was at 5:30. Like, it don't take that long to get to Watford. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It's one of them, but obviously, Man City winning 3-1. Now, the quality's just shown between the two sides. Do you know what I mean? City are just too good. But for me, on some of them, like Watford, yeah, what were they doing? Like the first goal, why is no one on Sterling? Like, I don't understand. Simple header for Sterling in the end. You know, Bernardo Silva, that second goal was too easy for Man City as well. Yes, the City go 2-0 up. You know, it's Watford not doing anything, if I'm being honest, except having to defend constantly. And then Bernardo Silva scores an absolute screamer. But again, Watford just giving them space. Like, geez, like, it wasn't even like City cut them open. Like, it was too easy for them. Do you know what I mean? Like, obviously, the quality in players is shown, but you know, I think, obviously, you lot know, I can't stand Watford, but I think they could have done a lot better in some of them goals, especially that Sterling goal. Like, he's just unmarked. It's just unmarked. It's like a free header for him. I don't understand what happened there. And even the second goal, maybe the third goal, you know, it was a great finish by Bernardo Silva. But yeah, then Watford get a goal. Hernandez. Now, I do have to big him up because, you know, obviously he hit the post and he come on to the rebound. Some players usually celebrate early, think it's already went in, you know, and the way he did get to it and finish it up, fair play. Fair play. You know, he's doing well this season. I didn't really know who he is or who he was, sorry, but he is doing well this season. You know, Watford could have made it 3-2 as well. King, I believe, put it wide, but yeah, it's too little too late. It was one of them. But yeah, something I do want to talk about from this, well, we weren't from this game, it was beforehand, I believe. Pep come out and said Bernardo Silva is the best player in the world on form right now, or something like that. Now, obviously, he's going to back his player. Some people are like, oh, Salah don't exist then and all this. Like, for me, don't get too annoyed, do you know what I mean? Like, he's going to back his own player, do you know what I mean? And Bernardo Silva is doing bit. Obviously, in my opinion, and obviously because I'm a Liverpool fan, I'm going to say Salah's doing better. Well, even as a new, like, even if we weren't Liverpool fan, I would say Salah. Do you know what I mean? Like, but yeah, I'm not too vexed about Pep's comment there. Do you know what I mean? He's just going to try and back his own player, rightly so. So yeah, I just thought I'd touch on that. But yeah, we'll move on to the next game. Moving on to the Sunday games now. Obviously, Leeds took on Brentford. I didn't even do points for the Watford game, sorry. So let me quickly go into that. So points were, I said 4-1 Man City, so I was close. Brad said 3-1 Man City, fair play. Alex said 6-0 Man City. I think he was more hoping than actually, you know, believing it was going to be 6-0. Max also went same as me, 4-1. Liam went 3-0 Man City. Lewis went 4-0 Man City. Kenny went 3-2, which was pretty interesting. Wolf and Velv also went 6-0 Man City. James went 5-0 Man City. Chris went 4-0 Man City. Niall went 4-0 Man City. And Kopp went 3-0 Man City. So, you know, all expecting Man City wins, you know what I mean? It's pretty obvious. But yeah, Leeds Brentford finished 2-2. Now I'll go through the points before I forget. I said 1-1, so I got a point. Brad said 2-0 Leeds. Alex said 0-0, so he got a point. Max also said 1-1, so he got a point. Liam said 2-1 Leeds. Lewis said 1-0 Leeds. Kenny said 2-0 Brentford. Wolf and Velvet 1-1 draw, so they got a point. Point together. James said 1-0 Brentford. Chris said 1-0 Leeds. Niall went 1-1 draw, and KLOPP said 2-1 Brentford. Now, for me, I think Brentford were a better team in the first half. Obviously, Leeds getting the first goal, though, Tyler Roberts. Brentford didn't clear it fully at first, and then, it's crossed back in. Decent finish by Tyler Roberts. So they go 1-0 up at half-time, and then Brentford get an equaliser, Baptiste. And then they go 2-1 up Brentford. Canos, he was celebrated right in front of him, Leeds fans. I think the Leeds fans threw something at him. I can sort of see... I don't agree with people throwing things at players and that, but, I can see the frustration at the same time because you are celebrating right in front of them. Do you know what I mean? Like, giving it all the large. So I can see that, to be honest. Do you know what I mean? Like, it weren't like he just... You know how players just celebrate, go up to the corner flag. Like, he proper went towards them Leeds fans. So I can see it from the Leeds fans' perspective. But yeah, so obviously that happened, and then Bamford come on, and he got a crucial goal for Leeds. Obviously, he's been missing because he's been injured. Right place, right time, and it was absolute scenes in Ellen Road. Now, obviously, I said 1-1 draw, so I got the outcome right. I just thought it'd be a draw. Brentford, their form's been a bit questionable recently. I know they got that good win against Everton. Ivan Toney is also missing in this game. I think he has COVID or something like that, so I wish him all the best and a speedy recovery. And then I heard Bamford will be back, so I was just thinking, Leeds sort of need points, but I think Brentford will hold it off. And obviously, they did. Like, I think Brentford fans, they'll be a bit 50-50 on if they're happy at that point or if they're not. Obviously, they won't be because, Leeds is forming up, but then they sort of should be because they had no Tony, and they should understand Leeds are, Bamford's back, they're fighting to get some points in which they need. So, it's one of them. It is one of them. But yeah, we'll move on to the next game, which was Ragnick's first game in charge for Manchester United. Obviously, 1-0 win against Crystal Palace. Now, scores for that. I said 2-2. Everyone else said a Man United win. I just thought, Palace's record against the top six tends to be good. Like, you look at that time, they beat Man City 4-3. Townsend scored that absolute worldie. They beat us 2-1. I believe they were the last team to beat us at Anfield with fans in the league. I think they were. They even beat Man City this year as well, 2-0 away. They tend to do well. But obviously, I didn't think they were too bad in this game. I just thought they were, they had a really great chance. I think it was Ayew. Mate, it was one of them. But United were dominating the game. That was the only big Palace chance that I can think of. But yeah, scores, I said 2-2. Brad said 1-0. Mate, he got a hell of 3 points. Alex said 2-0, Man United. Obviously, I won't even say, I'll just say the scores because I said I was the only one that said draw. Everyone else said Man United win. Max said 2-1, 2-1, 2-0. Liam said 2-0. Lewis said, Kenny said 4-1. Wolf and Vel said 2-1. James said 3-2. Chris said 1-0. Niall said 3-0. And KLOPP said 2-0. So very interesting scores. But yeah, obviously Fred getting the goal for Man United. Now, what a goal. He has been very good since the Chelsea game. Obviously, I've done a watch along to that with Niall, but you just saw, him doing good things like tackles he was doing in the pass, and that goal was a great goal against Palace. So, I have to give him his props at the moment. He's doing bits, obviously, and that's the deciding goal. And he's started Ragnek's time at United with a win, so you have to big him up for that. With the criticism he's been getting as well from certain United fans, like, you have to fair play to him. Like, I have to be honest. So yeah, but we'll move on to the next game, which was Tottenham's last game they've actually played. Overall, I'd just like to say I wish all their players the best. It's come out that their players have COVID. I just wish them all the best. Do you know what I mean? Like, I hope that they're back soon. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, they obviously took on Norwich. Now, I said 2-1 Spurs. I'll get into why I said 2-1 Spurs in a minute. Brad said 2-0 Spurs. Alex said 1-0 Norwich. I think that was more hoping than thinking, or believing, sorry. 3-1 Max said to Spurs. 3-0 Liam said to Spurs. 2-1 Spurs said Lewis. Kenny said 2-1 Norwich. Wolfenveld said 2-0 Spurs. James said 2-1 Spurs. Chris said 2-1 Spurs. Niall said 2-0 Norwich. And KLOPP said 3-1 Spurs. Now, the reason why I said 2-1, a bit of a closer game than it actually was because, Norwich starting to get some points, starting to feel a bit confident. Rightly so, Dean Smith doing well since they've been there. But I guess when you go Tottenham away, when you're Norwich, this is no disrespect or anything, you're going to get pumped, especially with the quality in players between the two sides. Let's be serious now. As much as people banter Spurs and that, go on, the quality between these two sides. But Moura, mate. Moura. What a goal that was. Round 4 defenders, the pass to Son, I believe it was. And the shot. Oh my God, nasty that was by Moura. Nasty. Now, I do rate Moura. I think he's a very good player. You look at what he did against Ajax. Excuse me, in that semi-final. Like, he is a very good player. Not even just for that, like, he's got loads to his game. He's got pace. He can shoot. He's got good little touches, passing. He's a good player. So Tottenham go 1-0 up at half-time. That was a great goal. And then Sanchez gets a goal. Just poor defending by Norwich. Poor defending. And then Son gets a goal. I believe that's Son's first goal since October or something like that. Kane had chances. Now, for me, ever since the international break, the one we've just had, Kane has done well for Tottenham. It's the ball just don't want to go in the back of the net. Do you know what I mean? He had a few chances in this game. There was a chip that he tried, went wide. If that was last season, he probably would have scored that. He had a shot, good save by Krul. He had chances, but the ball's just not going in the back of the net. Like, now, I don't think he's doing too bad. As I said, after that international break we've just had, I don't think he's doing too bad for Tottenham. It's just the ball doesn't want to go in the back of the net. Like, what game was it? When I watched Tottenham versus Leeds and done that watch long, he done some good, passing, link up passing, stuff like that. But yeah, it just don't want to go in the back of the net for him. It's one of those, do you know what I mean? But we'll move on to the next game, which was the 4:30 game, which was Aston Villa taking on Leicester. Now, points I said, what did I say? I can't remember. Oh yeah, 2-2 draw, so I was close. Brad said 3-2 Villa. Alex said 3-1 Villa. Max said 2-1 Leicester. Liam said 2-1 Villa. Fair play. So did Lewis. He said 2-1 Villa. Obviously, Villa fan. Kenny said 3-1 Leicester. Wolfenveld said 3-0 Villa. James said 1-0 Villa. Chris said 2-1 Villa. Niall said 2-1 Villa. And KLOPP said 2-2 draw. Now, the reason why I thought it'd be a draw is because, I would say both teams have been a bit shaky, but since Gerrard's come in, Villa have been good. And I'm not even saying that biased. Like, look at it. They've won their last 3 out of 4 games. And the game they lost was Man City. Do you know what I mean? And they were the better team in the second half in that game. So, you know, against a quality Man City side like that, you know, Gerrard's doing a great job at this current moment in time. And looking at it, like the actual game, like take away the points I didn't get in that. Thank you, Villa, for winning. Like, who does Ashley Young think he is? I mean, getting allowed to Drewsbury Hall. Like, obviously, big up Drewsbury Hall, my second team, Luton, and that. He was a big part in that team last season. But just disrespecting him. Who are you? Mate, you're only known because a bird shat in your mouth. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know what he's on about, Ashley Young, to be quite honest with you. Giving it all the big one. I remember him at Man United. He used to dive all the time, mate. He's not even a good player. He's so overrated, mate. He's only at Villa for the experience. It's the only reason they want him. Do you know what I mean? He's a clown, mate. Can't stand that guy. You know what I mean? Like, put respect on Drewsbury Hall's name. Do you know what I mean? Like, what were you saying when he scored in the Europa League? Like, do you know, disrespect, mate. Disrespect. But then again, Schmeichel, mate, you're a mug, yeah? I don't know how that goal got disallowed. How did that goal get disallowed? The one where they scored and he said they kicked him. They didn't even touch you. You mug. You dropped the ball. I can't stand that guy. Yeah? Well, and imagine if someone did send what I'm saying to him right now, it'd be like, oh, I don't know who that guy is. Bro, you're only known because of your dad, yeah? Don't try to come at me, mug. You know what I mean? It's, oh, mate, I can't stand that guy. Not like he's going to come at me anyway. But I just can't stand him. Ever since he disrespected England, has it ever come home? You play in England, yeah? Have some respect. Mug, mate. I can't stand that guy. Stand that guy. You think you're sick in goal, mate. Your distribution shit. Even Leicester fans say every time you kick the ball from a goal kick when it's on the floor, and it mainly goes out for a goal kick, mate. I mean, a throw-in, sorry. You're not good enough. Your shot stopping's okay. Oh, there's better keepers than you. Martinez, clear, mate. Martinez, clear. Can't stand that. If he played in a different league, then fair enough. Do you know what I mean? But you play in England, mate. Have a bit of respect. Do you know what I mean? Like, who do you think you are? As I said, you're only known because of your dad. Man, I can't stand that guy there. Can't stand that guy. Yeah, sorry, people. I had to have that run. Do you know what I mean? It's rare that I have a run. Especially with how good Liverpool have been recently. Less Luton are playing, and they're playing shocking. But yeah, but we'll move on. Well, I didn't even say scorers. Sorry. So Konza with both goals for Villa. Harvey Barnes with the first goal, though, bringing Leicester 1-0 up. Now, I don't know about the defending from Villa there. You know what I mean? I'm not going to lie. It felt like it was too easy from what I saw for Harvey Barnes. But, you know, it's going to be interesting. Can Harvey Barnes have another good season? You know, he started doing well again recently. I believe he had an injury, so that's why he wasn't playing. I might be wrong, though. But yeah, good win for Villa. They get another win. So yeah, fair play Gerrard and fair play Villa. Everyone except Ashley Young. Let's get that one in. But yeah, we'll move on to the last game, which was Monday night. Now, obviously, I was in Liverpool, so I wasn't too far away from Shitterson Park as well. So I literally heard all of it. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, scores for this, I said 2-1 Arsenal. You know, I thought the way Everton are playing, you know, it's just negative all around the club. If we're being totally honest with Everton, obviously I got that Derby Day slapping as well. You know, Arsenal, obviously, you know, they had that loss to Man United and Liverpool, but other than that, they've been racking up points. As I said, the only run, when they had that run, the only good, like really good wins that they can maybe argue if someone said, oh, look at who you played. But then again, you know, they beat what's in front of them. But for me, is Tottenham because of Derby, you know. Actually, I wouldn't even put Tottenham game in there because I always beat them at the Emirates. Obviously, it's a good win, but you know. And then Leicester away, I'll give them that. I know Leicester have been a bit average, but getting a clean sheet away at the King Power, fair play. But yeah, like I just thought they'd win this. I wanted them to. Obviously, I wanted them to as well. It's just a bit annoying, but yeah, I said 2-1 Arsenal. Brad said 2-0 Arsenal. No one said Everton win because we just didn't expect it. Alex said 1-0 Arsenal. Max said 2-0 Arsenal. Liam said 2-1 Arsenal. Lewis said 2-0 Arsenal. Kenny said 0-0 draw. Wolf and Velv said 0-0 draw. James said 4-1 Arsenal. Chris went 1-1 draw. Niall went 2-0 Arsenal. And KLOPP went 2-0 Arsenal. But yeah, actually talking about the game, you know, Odegaard got a goal for Arsenal. Sort of needed to redeem himself after that stupid penalty he gave away against Man United. You know, Richarlison got a goal with 10 minutes left. Arsenal 1-0 up at half time. Richarlison got a goal. And then in the 90th plus second minute, Damari Gray, mate. As much as I don't want to, I do have to big him up. Recently, you know, obviously when we played him, I thought he was Everton's best player, especially in that first half. You know, he was liking it on that left-hand side, if I'm being honest. Like, he weren't spinning any of our players or anything, but the space he was getting into, you know, he looked like he actually wanted it from the Everton side of things in that game. But what a goal in this game that was against Arsenal. You know, the shot into the top right screamer, mate. It was an absolute banger. So yeah, they get the 2-1 win, but it's just poor from Arsenal. Like, it's just annoying because it's Everton as well, but is what it is, you know what I mean? But yeah, that is my review of all the games. We're just gonna look at the table real quick. So yeah, bear with me while I get up the table. Right, there we go. That's all right. Just need to share it. Don't need that. Right, cool people. So that is the table as it stands. So Man City now into top with 35 points. Liverpool were top, obviously, until Man City then played Watford. And Liverpool second, obviously, 34. Chelsea have slipped down to third with 33. West Ham in fourth with 27. Tottenham fifth. So Tottenham are in the Europa League spots as it stands. Man United sixth. Arsenal 7th, Wolves 8th, Brighton 9th, Villa 10th, Leicester 11th, Everton 12th, Brentford 13th, Palace 14th, Leeds 15th, Southampton 16th, Watford 17th, and then your three in the relegation zone are still the same teams in Burnley with 10 points, Newcastle with 10 points, and Norwich with 10 as well. So that is very interesting there. But it's just mad to see. Obviously, Newcastle, well, and Burnley as well, they both have one win, but it's just their draws that are, you know, putting them on, which looks like a lot of points. Like for, excuse me, for them only having one win, do you know what I mean? But yeah, and then you look at it and you see Norwich with 4 draws. It's just a difference, isn't it? But yeah, that is the Premier League table at this current moment in time. So yeah, Chelsea have slipped a little bit. You know, things you love to see. But we'll move on to the team of the week. So bear with me while I just get this up as well. So yeah, bear with me. Right, here we go. Oh, maybe not. So, goalkeeper. Who are we going for, people? Now, let me just share the screen. Right, so goalkeeper. Oh, mate, this is quite hard because I can't really think of anyone who stood out. Alisson for getting a clean sheet, making a good save, a good catch down, jumped up to it. I thought the Brentford keeper was all right, if I'm being honest, considering he's not their main keeper as well. Lloris didn't had one save that I saw really. Hi mate, hope you're well. Yeah, I'm good, thanks. What about you? I'm just doing team of the week. I'm trying to decide goalkeeper. So for me, I'm going to go up there is Alisson because he got a clean sheet. The Brentford backup keeper, you got to remember he's not their main keeper, and he did make a very good save in that game. Martinez, potentially. Yeah, I'm going to go out of them three. I'm going to go. It is quite hard though. It is tough. I'm going to go to. I'm probably going to go to the Brentford one. I'm not even going to lie. I'm gonna not be biased and go with Alisson. I'm just my usual self, thanks as everyone knows me. Yeah, I want to go to Brentford goalkeeper because he's not their main goalkeeper. Like, he did do all right in my opinion. If he's on here anyway. If he's not, we can't pick him. Whoa. Why is he actually not on here? God, he's got to be on here. What? Where is he? Bro, I don't even know his first name. Come on, he's got to be on here. That's just disrespect if he's not, surely. No results found. Oh, I'll just go Alisson then. Alisson's in goal for me. Hard one for goalkeeper. Yeah, it is, man. It definitely is. But yeah, centre backs. Centre backs. Thiago Silva. Obviously got a goal for Chelsea. I don't think he was that bad either. If I'm being honest, so I'm going to go Thiago Silva. You got to remember he's 37 as well, and he's in the hardest league in the world. Most intensity. I think he didn't do too bad, personally. Who else? Thiago Silva. Who was it that got the double? Konsa, weren't it? Yeah, Konsa's got to be in there. Yeah, he's got to be in there. Getting 2 goals, and obviously one of them was the winner for Villa. So yeah, I think left back. I think I've already got my choice there as well. If he did play left back, I believe he did. Masuaku for West Ham, obviously the winning goal. All right, he might have meant to cross it, but he's got the winning goal against Chelsea. Do you know what I mean? No, Masuaku, come on. Oh, he wasn't even starting. Oh, I don't care, mate. He's 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 a left back. He's getting in there for me. Masuaku. Right back. Dalot. I'm going to go Masuaku, mate. Hello. Yeah, big up yourself. Right back. Tellez was good too. Yeah, that's a good shout. He was pretty good, actually, to be fair. Right back. Oi. Dalot. Yeah, I might have to give Dalot it, to be fair. I'm just trying to think. Yeah, I'll give Dalot it, to be fair. Because I can't really think of anyone else. Oh, it's not got two L's, is it? My bad. Yeah. No, I'll put him wait, can he play right back? I swear he can. Let me search it. So I don't want to take Masuaku out. I'm not even gonna lie. Fred's gonna get in, lol. Yeah, he can play. He can play right back. So yeah, he's going there for me. So yeah, midfield CDM's Fred will be straightforward. You know that goal was great, and as I said earlier, ever since the Chelsea game, he's been doing bits. He has been doing bits. You know what I mean? Starting off Ragnick's time at United with the winning goal, the deciding goal, the 3 points. You have to big him up. You have to big him up. But other midfielders, we, yeah, I don't know. Trying to think. Fred McGinn. I don't think McGinn was as good as he has been. He was good, don't get me wrong, but I don't know if he was as good as he has been. I think he was a lot better when they played Palace away. Obviously, got a great goal in that. Yeah, I want to go Thiago. Yeah, I want to go Thiago. Bloody hell, I spelled his name wrong. Yeah, Bernardo Silva, great shout. Great shout. Actually, yeah. Lanzini. Yeah, that's a good shout as well. Obviously, you know, I know it's a penalty, but done what he had to do, and he scores bangers. I know it's a penalty, but like the penalty was sick in the top left. Yeah, but Bernardo Silva definitely Bernardo Silva, 2 goals. Second goal was great as well. So yeah, up top, Origi, not Minamino, sorry, Origi, Morpay. Who else? Bamford. Oh, there's a lot of people there. Ronaldo was okay. I did rate when he done that jump, that leap, Fernandez shot. I did rate that. But yeah, I've got to go Origi, mate. Like I have to. The stuff he does, like you don't know, I'm not the biggest fan of him, but I have to. It's only right. I have to big him up at this moment in time. You know, deciding how decisive the goals have been. He scored for Liverpool, like I said earlier. Dortmund semi-final, Barcelona, Milan the other day. This game against Wolves, like you know, and the goals, most of them, the precision on the goals is just unreal. Do you know what I mean? Like you have to big him up for that. But yeah, so Bowen, Origi, Son. Yeah, Son. Actually, I might go more. No, I'm going to go Mora. Oops. Yeah, there he is. Because that goal, yeah, and the way he took on them 4 defenders and the finish, my days, I have to go with Mora. Left wing, Son, yeah, he's up there, you know, assist and a goal. Or did he get 2 assists? I don't know. I don't know if he set up the second goal. I don't know if he crossed it in or whatever. Yeah, I'm gonna go Son. I'm gonna go Son. I'll be real. Or Damari Gray actually. Oh, there you go. Kenny's literally said it there. Nah, I'm going Damari Gray, mate. Like, even though it's an Everton player, that, you know, as I said earlier, even against Liverpool, he looked like the only Everton player that wanted it. Do you know what I mean? Like, he was loving that left-hand side. As I said, he weren't spinning any of our players, but it's just, you know, the space he was creating, and obviously got the goal in that game. And then the goal against Arsenal the other day was exceptional. So yeah, I would go with that. Sterling, he did have a good game. I did think, you know, you can't moan at him or say, you know, anything to do with Sterling. But I think the first goal, Watford could have defended it a lot better. Same with the second goal. You know, why was Sterling unmarked like that? I don't understand. But no, I have to put more in for that goal. You know, the way he took on the players, then the pass to Son. Well, no, the pass to Son was during it. And then the finish. And then Gray, yeah, he's doing well. He's doing well at the moment. So, yeah, that's my team of the week. I think that's a fair enough team of the week. Just going to take a picture of that and post it later on. See what people think of that, to the people that are not on already. So yeah, I think that's a fair enough team. Sterling overrated. Oh my days. Rangers v Barca could happen in Europa round as 32. Yeah, that's crazy. But yeah, that's the team of the week. So there's that done. You know what I mean? Now, moving on to this week's games. There is some good games, in my opinion, especially tomorrow. You know, you've got quite a lot of decent 3 o'clock games, if I'm being totally honest. So bear with me while I get it up. What one is it? And obviously, you got a game tonight as well. So it's good that we're here so people don't accuse me of cheating. You know, so yeah, bear with me while I just flick through to where there is space for me to write in people's predictions. And also, for now on, if you haven't put your predictions in by the time one of the games kicks off, I'm gonna have to leave it, people. I'm not even gonna lie. But big up everyone that has done it. I'm just saying in general, like, I'm not trying to be a dick, but you know, it is what it is. You know, it's one of those. But yeah, first game is obviously tonight. Decent game. I'm not gonna lie, decent Friday night football. I literally, if you can see my face going different colours, it's because of the TV screen. Like, I've got it up and ready for this game. Obviously at the Brentford Community Stadium. Brentford taking on Watford. Now, obviously, Watford losing 3-1 to Man City. You know, expected to lose to Man City. Brentford drawing to Leeds. Now, I think some of their fans are 50-50 about the game and the draw. What was I going to say? Yeah, like, due to, you know, Leeds' form, that they won't be so happy that they got a draw. But then for me, they should look at it like Bamford's returned. You know, Leeds are fighting to get some points in which they need. But yeah, what was I going to say? Hull on the BBC. Oh, a Hull playing tonight? No, I will somehow put Greenwood in this 11. Yeah, definitely. Rangers scamming a 1-0 win. That's to do with Hull. Kenny says Brentford versus Watford, while not the most glamorous, is actually quite a good game. Yeah, exactly. To be honest, Tyler's cheater. Oh my days. Watford could get something against City if they could defend. Potentially, yeah. Their defending was just poor in that game. For me, City weren't even cutting them open. It was just the defending was awful. Like, on the first goal, how's he unmarked like that? Second goal as well. Like, where's the pressure? Third goal, you know, it was a great goal, but still, pressure. Like, I just don't understand. Not that I care, because I can't stand Watford, but, you know, I didn't really understand it. But yeah, Brentford taking on Watford. You know, night games tend to be a lot better in football. You know, Brentford going to have the crowd behind them at home at the Brentford Community Stadium. Obviously, opening day of the season when they played Arsenal. That was lit for them. Oh, no, Hull versus Everton. Nice. Excuse me. But in this game, I do think Brentford will win. And I think that crowd's going to play a massive part. I do think it's going to be a close game, though. I want to go over 2-1 to Brentford. So, yeah, that's my prediction. Most of you, big up yourselves who have sent me your prediction on Instagram. So, yeah, I will do them. But if you haven't already, feel free to put them in here or put down your thoughts about the game. Just need to grab my phone where I can see people's predictions. Bear with me. So Alex has went for a 2-1 to Brentford as well. Oh, no, sorry. Brad's next, isn't he? No. What have I done here? Bear with me, people. So I do it in a certain order as well. But Brad don't do Champions League, so I can't remember if Alex is before. Oh, I'm pretty sure it's Brad before it. Yeah, Brad before. Where is Brad's predictions? 2-1 Watford he's went with. That's pretty interesting. 2-1 Watford. Alex went for a 2-1 like me to Brentford. Sorry, people. I will read the comments. Hull 3-1 Everton. Imagine Hull are going to batter Everton. What did I say for that? I think I said a close game because I've done like a little predictions thing. But obviously, we're going to be doing FA Cup predictions like we do for Champions League and Prem. I said I'll be doing that when the third round, has come, and obviously it has. So yeah, we'll do that nearer the time. Big up Morecambe fan. He says, yo, big up yourself. I think it'll be 2-1 if we're scoring 2. Yeah, I totally agree with that. But yeah, Alex says 2-1 Brentford. Max, what did you say? Let's have a look. (2-1) to Watford. Sorry, I just saw that you said, can we come on to that or not? Today, I'm also going to leave it. So, yeah, I was going to bring Lewis on, but I think we might be doing a preview on his channel, sorry. So, yeah, but I'm not 100% sure because he said to me earlier he's not sure if he can do it now. So, yeah, I was going to get him on here, but, you know, we was going to do it on his channel. Why is this chat in subscribers only mode? Because I prefer it so I don't get people spamming that I don't know and stuff like that. I got 14 points from UCL. How many you got, T? And because we've restarted it, haven't we? So everyone's on none. So I didn't count this week's. So yeah. But yeah, Liam, what's he said for this game? He has went for a 2-1 to Brentford as well. A lot of 2-1s. Well, every score so far has been 2-1 to either side so far. Lewis predicts where is he? 2-1 to Brentford, another 2-1. Next is Kenny, who do you send them on? Oh no, yeah, it's right. 2-0 Watford. A different scoreline here, people. 2-0 Watford. That is surprised by that. Wolf and Velve. They sent theirs, I know they did. 2-1 to Watford. How dare you, Tyler the cheater? Bit tight, but we move. What do you mean, bit tight? Points don't count for anyone for the Champions League. And I was winning anyway before we did the group one on Champions League. I was winning by like 10 points. James predicts 2-1 Brentford. Obviously, Brentford fan. There you go. Chris predicts 2-1 to Brentford as well. I'll leave Niall because he hasn't done his. KLOPP, I don't think he's done his. Time to go. Or has he done his? I mean, he might have done them. Why are you lot so pressed? I don't understand. KLOPP ain't sent his. So yeah, we'll leave it just in case. Wait, oh no, he has sent his. Sorry, he has. Ignore that. He went with Brentford 2-0. Brentford. Next game, which is Manchester City taking on Wolves. 12:30 kickoff tomorrow. What was I going to say? Yeah, at the Etihad, as you lot can see, Man City getting a 3-1 win against Watford. Wolves obviously losing to us. As I said earlier, I knew it'd be a 1-goal margin. So yeah, this game, I just think the quality is going to be there from City. I'm going to go with a 2-0 to Man City. That's my prediction for this game. Uh, 3-0. What did Brad go for? Brad predicted a 2-0 as wait, is that 2-0? Yeah, 2-0 to City as well. Alex predicts a 3-0 to Man City. I reckon you're going to see a lot of 3-0s and 2-0s. Max, I believe he said 3-0. Yeah, he did. Didn't even go through the points. I'll go through the points at the end of the show. Oh yeah, good shout there. Good shout there. Yeah, good shout there, Liam. There you go. I always forget to do that. So yeah, cheers for reminding me as well. Yeah, Max says 3-0 City. Liam said 2-0 City. Yeah, I think you're going to see a lot of these. Lewis goes for 3-1 Man City. Kenny predicts 5-0 Man City. Going for a hammering. Wolf and Velve. 2-0 to Man City. James has gone for 3-0 City. Chris predicts a 3-1 Man City. And then KLOPP predicts a 3-1 Man City. So you've got a lot of 3-1s, 2-0s and 3-0s. So, yeah, and then you got 5-0. So, yeah. Listen, I got City predictions wrong 5 game weeks in a row, predicting them to drop points. So, Bernardo Silva scoring with a City 3-0. Yeah, fair enough. Definitely see him scoring. But yeah, we'll move on to the next game, which is Chelsea taking on Leeds. Now, obviously, Leeds do not have good records away against London teams in all competitions. You know, you look at Arsenal in the Carabao Cup, lost that. Tottenham in the league lost that. You know, it's recently they don't have good records there. They've got positive things, you know, though. You know, Bamford is back. Got a point against Brentford, so they'll be a bit more confident. But Chelsea away, and they'll look at it and see that Chelsea are, you know, not doing so great at this moment in time as well. You know, obviously, even in Champions League, drawing 3-3 with Zenit, you know, I expected them to win that quite comfortably, if I'm being totally honest. So, yeah, they'll look at that as well. And, yeah, I think this is going to carry on this weird time for Chelsea. I don't think they'll lose due to the fact that Leeds don't tend to do well away at London clubs, but I think it's going to be a draw. I really do. I think it's going to be a 1-1 draw. You're going through scores at the end of this. Yeah, sorry, I forgot to do that. I will be doing that at the end of this. I think they'll get a point here. I really do. I really do think they'll get a point here, Leeds. Oh, Chelsea at home. You also look at it. I know I said Chelsea win against Burnley, but you look at that as well. Chelsea can drop points at home. Do you know what I mean? And the way they're doing a lot worse than they were then. So, yeah, I'm going to go with a 1-1 draw, to be honest. So, yeah, that's my prediction. Brad predicts a 3-0 to Chelsea. Alex went for a, what scores he went for? 2-0 Chelsea. Might be like United again, where I'm the only one who predicts the draw. 2-0 Chelsea. Max predicts a 2-1 Chelsea, so narrow win for Chelsea. Liam predicts where is it? He's put 2-0 City twice. Liam, are you on here? Don't know if he's on here. I can see Leeds nicking a draw. Yeah, exactly. 1-1 draw. You're going to get proved wrong. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah, I think he did mean 2-0 Chelsea because he put... Oh, just go 2-0 Chelsea. Yeah, I'm just going to go 2-0 Chelsea. Lewis predicts 2-0 Chelsea as well. Kenny – 3-0 Chelsea. Wolf and Velve. They go for a 1-1 as well. See, I'm not the only one. Or ones. There's two of them, isn't it? James predicts a 2-1 to Leeds. A 2-1 to Leeds. Someone has predicted a Leeds win here. And of course it's James, the madman. Chris predicts a 2-1 to Chelsea. And then last but not least, KLOPP. And he predicts a 2-0 to Chelsea. Okay, at least I weren't the only one that said draw. But yeah, we'll move on to the next game, which was, or is, Liverpool versus Aston Villa. Now, obviously, Gerrard returning to Anfield and not with anything to do with Liverpool, which is going to be so weird. Obviously, Villa, as I mentioned earlier, doing well. You know, won their last 3 out of 4 games, and the game they lost was against a quality Man City side. And, you know, Villa were the better team in that second half. So, you know, they can hold their head up high. Absolutely, mate. But, you know, away at Anfield, you know, I do think it's going to be a tough game. Villa have got good players and Gerrard's got them playing well. But I think the way we're playing at this current moment in time, we're going to get the job done. I'm going to go with a crazy one. I'm going to go with a 5-goal thriller. I was thinking 2-1. Now I'm thinking 3-2 Liverpool. Now, before I do everyone else's predictions, I'll get into a lineup I would play because obviously we've got some news that's come out about certain players. So, yeah, let me just... can I get 3 points for predicting Brighton? No. So, yeah, bear with me while I just get this up. So, in goal... Oh, when it wants to let me share the screen. So, yeah, in goal, I'm going to go Alisson, obviously. Kelleher, you're good, but Alisson. Right back, Trent. Centre backs. Now, Kanata had a very good game, especially against Ibrahimovic the other day. So, but no, I'm gonna go Virgil. Virgil and I'm gonna go Virgil and actually I'm gonna go Kanate. I'm gonna go Kanate. Then to left back. I'll put Robertson back in. Loads of our players didn't travel to Milan as well. Like the likes of Henderson, Trent, you know, they were able to stay back. So yeah, that's what I think there. We'll act like this is a CDM. Fabinho, of course. On the right side, I think he's been exceptional on the right side this season. Jordan Henderson, obviously, as I said as well, he got a rest against Milan. And then the other midfielder, you've got to go Thiago. You have to go Thiago. Oh, you know, the way he's been playing. And then left wing, Mane. Right wing, Salah, of course. And then there's been news that Jota has just returned to training today, but most likely not going to be in there tomorrow. So you have to go Origi, you know, the way he's been playing, the crucial goals he's been getting. So yeah, I'm going to go Origi. You have to, really, because, you know, I think Firmino's back in training, but, you know, you have to go Origi the way he's been playing. So yeah, that's the lineup I would go with. Obviously, I'm not going to be too fussed what it is. I think you will see Origi starting because there's not really anyone else that's fully fit, and how he's been, as I said. You know, you can't drop Salah. You know, you can't drop Thiago. Henderson had a break. You know, same with Trent. The only thing I could see that Klopp might change there is Kanate and put Matip or something like that instead. So yeah, that's the lineup I would go for. I'm going to take a picture of that as well, actually, to be fair. See what people are saying about that. But yeah, that's the lineup I'd go for against Villa tomorrow. So yeah. We'll stop the screen there. Bring that back. So yeah, I obviously, as I said, I'm going with a 3-2 Liverpool. I think it's going to be a lot of goals. I think it's going to be a crazy game. As I said, I was thinking 2-1, but now I'm thinking 3-2. So yeah, Brad predicts a 3-1 to Liverpool. I would love that. So yeah, there's his prediction. Alex predicts a where is he? There he is. 2-2. He reckons a 2-2 draw. Interesting. Max predicts 3-1 Liverpool as well, same as Brad. Gary Neville is at the Brentford game today. Liam predicts a 3-1 as well. A lot of 3-1s to Liverpool here. Lewis predicts it's going to be interesting because obviously he's a Villa fan. 2-0 Liverpool. He don't even think Villa will score. That's interesting. Kenny Sure, you said like a draw or something like that. Yeah, 2-2. Desmond. Wolf and Velve. They've gone for 3-0 Liverpool. Jeez. James. He has went for 2-0 Liverpool. Chris. Oh, hold on. Chris went for 3-1 as well. And last but not least, KLOPP with a 3-1 as well. A lot of 3-1s. I'm surprised by that. Even the 2-0s, like people don't think Villa will score. I don't know. You lot are just having your own mad conversation in the comments. Do not look at the chat. Oh my days. Yeah, it's crazy, mate. It's absolutely crazy. But yeah, there's everyone's prediction for that. So yeah, obviously I've done the lineup I would play as well. Now moving on to the next game, which is Arsenal. I think this is a decent 3:00 game. You know, people probably say it's not, but I think it's okay. You know what I mean? At the Emirates, Arsenal taking on Southampton. Now, obviously, Southampton getting that 1-1 draw with Brighton. People surprised. I don't know why, because both teams have been a bit questionable recently. You know, it's a derby as well. And then obviously Arsenal, if I'm being honest, having that shocking defeat to Everton with the way they've been playing. So yeah, in this game, I think it's going to be one of them old school score lines. I think it's going to be a 1-0 to the Arsenal. That is my prediction for this game. A famous 1-0 to the Arsenal. Brad, he predicts a 3-2 to Arsenal. Jeez, a lot of goals there. Alex goes with a 1-0, same as me. Max 2-0 Arsenal. Liam goes with a 2-1 to Arsenal. Lewis predicts 2-1 as well to Arsenal. Kenny (1-1) draw. Interesting. First draw. Wolf and Velve, they go for a 2-1 to Southampton. First Southampton win in this game predicted there. Is it going to be the only one? James predicts. Why does it keep doing that? Where's it gone? 2-0 Arsenal. And then Chris, and then KLOPP. Chris predicts 2-1 Arsenal. And then KLOPP predicts a 1-0 to Arsenal. Yeah, there's that game. You lot are having a mad conversation. Anyway. So yeah, there's that game. Moving on to the next game, which is the 5:30 game tomorrow. Norwich taking on Man United. Obviously, Man United, Ragnick getting his first win. Fred with a great goal, getting their first win against Crystal Palace. Taking on Norwich, who obviously lost 3-0 to Tottenham. Norwich at home. I think it's going to be too much. Man United, I think they're going to be full of confidence. I think they're going to look at this game and go, yeah, we can win this. I think they will. I think they'll win it quite convincingly as well, to be honest. I'm not even going to lie. I'm going to go with I'm thinking 2 scores. Or do I think they'll win convincingly? No, I think they will. I'm going to go over 3-1 Man United. Thinking 3-1 or 2-1. Yeah, I think United win this game. Brad, obviously United fan. He predicts 2-0 to United. Clean sheet away from home. Alex goes with 2-1 to Norwich. Norwich win. Max 2-0 to United. Liam predicts 3-0 United. The United hammer in there. Lewis predicts a 3-0, another 3-0 to Man United. Kenny predicts 3-1, same as me. Wolf and Velve, they predict 2-1 to United. James predicts 4-0 Man U. Jeez. Chris 4-1 Man United. And then KLOPP, he predicts 2-0 United. So everyone's predicted a United win except Alex, who's went for a 2-1 to Norwich. Interesting. I sent my predictions already, T, so I'll see you soon. Yeah, no worries. Appreciate you coming on. Norwich ain't ready for this smoke. So yeah, but we'll move on to the next game. These are the Sunday games now, I believe. Yeah, they are. At Turf Moor, Burnley taking on West Ham. Now, Burnley, obviously having that loss to Newcastle, which I didn't expect. I expected Burnley to win, also due to the fact Newcastle was still winless. Taking on West Ham, who got a very good win against Chelsea. People are laughing at them for their loss in the Europa, but they were literally playing a rotated team and they were already through. And yeah, great goal by Orisic. But yeah, in this game, Burnley at Turf Moor, they're the Premier League Stoke. I prefer Burnley to Stoke, though. Let's get that one in. But yeah, for this game, I'm gonna go for a sneaky 2-1 West Ham win. I think they'll edge it, West Ham. Because as I said, Turf Moor is a tough place to go. But yeah, I think West Ham will just do it. Two 2-1 West Ham. Brad predicts a 2-0 to West Ham. Alex predicts 2-0 as well to West Ham. Max, he goes for a 2-1 as well to West Ham. Liam, he predicts a 2-1 as well to West Ham. Lewis, he goes for a 2-0 to West Ham. So a lot of 2-0s or 2-1s so far. Kenny, Wolves, we? Yeah, no, I've done your prediction earlier, mate. Feel free to drop down your prediction. Kenny, he predicted for this game on screen, he predicted a 3-2 West Ham. So a different scoreline here. So far, they've been 2-1s or 2-0s to West Ham. Kenny has gone for a 3-2 to West Ham here. Wolf and Velv, they have gone with a 1-0 to West Ham. Sneaky little 1-0, so another different scoreline here. And then James, he predicts a 5-2 to West Ham. Jeez, that's a crazy scoreline at Turf Moor. That would be a madness. Chris predicts a 2-1 to West Ham. And then last but not least, like I've said plenty of times, KLOPP, and he predicts a 3-1 to West Ham. So all West Ham wins turned into different scorelines after a while. 5-2, that scoreline's crazy. 2-0 West Ham, I say. Yeah, big up yourself, Brad. I've sorted your predictions so far, and I'll watch your preview when I get time. So yeah. But yeah, moving on to the next game, which is Leicester taking on Newcastle. Now, obviously, Leicester losing. Haha, have that one, Schmeichel. You know what I mean? Have that one, you mug. Yeah. Someone will probably clip this and go, oh, he'll probably go, I don't know who you are. Mate, you're only known because of your dad, yeah? The way you was trying to moan about that one where you bottled it, you dropped it, and they scored from it. I don't know how that got disallowed. But, yeah, glad you lost. You know what I mean? Like, as I said, if he played in a different league when he said that comment about England, does it ever come home? You know what I mean? If he played in a different league, then fair enough. But have a bit of respect. You play in the English leagues. Do you know what I mean? So, you know, but, yeah, they're taking on Newcastle, who obviously got their first win. Big up, Daniel. He says 3-0 Leicester. If you want to be part of these predictions, mate, we all do predictions against each other, then DM me if you have Instagram your predictions. It'd be better to do on Instagram, and I can add you to the group chat as well. But DM me your predictions private. But yeah, on that, I just alert people when I'm doing the predictions and stuff. We do it for Champions League as well. But starting the Champions League ones at the knockout stages. So yeah, let me know if you want to be part of that. Brad says, I'm going to go 3-2 Newcastle. Did you not go 3-2 Newcastle already? No, you did. No, you did. But yeah, going into this, Newcastle. Yes, Brad, getting there. I like that. Yeah, no, we're literally talking about your team, mate. Literally previewing it. But yeah, as I said, Leicester, you know, obviously not for my points, but looking at how the actual game went against Villa, glad they lost, mate. Glad they lost. Obviously, big up Drewsby Hall and that, but Schmeichel, mate, have that one. You know, taking on Newcastle, who, as I said, got a win, got their first win of the season. You know, a much needed win, so they can hopefully, for their sake, as I said earlier, carry momentum. You know, for this game, Leicester obviously got knocked out of the Europa League as well. They're now in the Conference League. You know, things are not looking so great over at Leicester. You know what? I think Newcastle are going to snatch it. Win the game 2-1. 2-1 to Newcastle. That is what I'm going for, people. I think Newcastle are going to snatch it. And Geordie TV, if that's your name, apologies if I got it wrong, you're going to be gassed with that prediction, I guarantee. Yeah, let me just make a note of that. 2-1 Newcastle. Brad obviously said his prediction in the chat and earlier. A couple of days ago even. 3-2 Newcastle. Alex predicts a 2-0 Newcastle, so a clean sheet away from home. That'd be a great victory for them. Max, I'm looking forward to see what people are predicting for this game. Max has gone with a 2-2 draw. So the first draw out of the ones I've wrote. No Leicester wins so far. No Leicester wins. Liam predicts a 2-0 to Leicester. So someone has predicted a Leicester win now. Lewis has gone with a 2-2, another 2-2, another Desmond. So yeah, there you go. There's his. Kenny. Now this is going to be interesting. Kenny, mate, you say some mad predictions sometimes. You and James, you're probably the ones who do it the most. Just trying to think, where are you? And there you are, 2-2. You went with a 2-2 as well. A Desmond. A lot of Desmonds here, people. Wolf and Velve, they predict another 2-2. A lot of 2-2s. James, oh God, here we go. It's going to be interesting. 2-2. 2-2, mate. Chris. Where is he? Chris. 2-0 Leicester. That score was also said earlier by Liam. And then KLOPP predicts a 2-1 to Leicester. So yeah, very interesting here. A lot of 2-2s. I can see why, you know what I mean? Like, Newcastle obviously haven't been great. They got their first win. But yeah, I don't know. It's one of them. I'm going to read some comments. Brad, I would come on your 3 o'clock kickoffs, but I'm going to the Luton game. There's loads of comments. Big up everyone that's in the chat, though. Leicester in Conference League, reckon they're favourites. Nah, they're not good in Europe for me. When shall I message you, or is it late to do it now? No, if you quickly do it now before the Brentford game. Yeah, Max, you can have that, mate. You can have that. As I say, I'm going to Luton. So, Manchester United are winless in their last 4 league matches against newly promoted sides. I think that ends tomorrow. Call shotgun. Yeah, you can have it, mate. I'd like to see Celtic v Tottenham. Yeah. I've wanted to see a Scottish team play an English team for ages. Yeah, Brad, you should start using StreamYard. I totally agree. I know you didn't tell him to, you just asked him, but Joe Hart as well in that game. That'll be Joe Hart against his former club, even though he didn't play too much at Tottenham. Yeah, Kenny, that's true. What do you even use, Brad? Do you just use YouTube normally? Yeah, we'll get into the points. I was saying earlier you got a lot of free points, but we'll get into the points near the end of this. We're not too far away now, people. Yeah, and also what I will say, Brad, is you do lag quite a lot. What account do you use then? My T_boys_TV account. But what you can see up there actually on the top right, that is the one that can you send me on that, and we will add you to this. You're going to be quite far behind, but you know, it's up to you if you want to do it. But yeah. Yeah, no, I think StreamYard's. I think it'd be better for you, mate, because you do lag a lot. Well, like when you're streaming, usually, like you're lagging every 2 seconds. Like people, surely that ain't just me that noticed that. StreamYard, the connection tends to be better, and you can just do a lot more. Like as you can see, my overlays, my backgrounds, my slides. You know, the list goes on. So yeah, just thought I'd tell you that. But yeah, there's everyone's predictions for that game. Obviously, Daniel, mate, send me yours through. We'll get you added on. But yeah, moving on to the last game. And also, you can pay for the version. There's like a month version. It's like £18. Or you can just use it for free. Even if you use it for free, mate, I think it'd be a lot better. So yeah. But the last game, which is the 4:30 game, which I don't know about this game for 4:30. They could have done Liverpool one instead. You know, there's just more to that game. You know, I don't really see what there is to this game to make it be a 4:31. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't understand if I'm being totally honest. But yeah, at Selhurst Park, under the lights, because you know how dark it gets at the moment in the UK. Crystal Palace, you know, they can create a good atmosphere, and I believe they're going to do it in this game. Taking on Everton. Everton obviously got a win against Arsenal, which is just poor from Arsenal. Palace obviously losing to United. Ayew with that great chance, but that was the only chance Palace had. That were good chance anyway that I saw. So yeah, I don't know why this game. Yeah, like Kenny, I totally agree, mate. This is a bore. Always the worst games on TV. I do see what you're saying. Not always, but majority of the time. Oh, it's poor, mate. Brad says 1-0 Palace. Fair enough. So it's poor, mate. It's a poor game. I totally agree with that. But yeah, score prediction. I don't even. You know what? I'm going to go with Desmond, and I think this might be the first time I've actually said Desmond this week. Usually, I tend to say it a few times. Yeah, I see it being a draw. You know, Everton obviously will have momentum, getting that win, but Palace away under the lights when they create an atmosphere, I think it's going to be tough. It'll be tough for Everton. So yeah, I'm going with a 2-2 draw. So yeah, that's my prediction. Brad obviously said 1-0, as he said then in the comments. 1-0 to Crystal Palace. So yeah, there's his prediction. Alex, he predicts a 1-1, a 1-1 draw. The same outcome as me. Max, he has gone with. Let me just move my phone closer. It's better to see. Max has gone with a 3-1 to Palace. Now, is that more of a hope than believe? I have to wait and see. Liam. A light show at Brentford. Liam predicts a 1-1, same as Alex. Lewis, he's gone with a 1-0 to Everton. Someone has said an Everton win here. The light show at Brentford is looking pretty lit. You just see it in the corner of my eye. Now they've switched to adverts. Kenny, He has gone with a 0-0. And I could tell earlier, when he went, this is a bore. Worst games on TV. Oh, brilliant. Wolf and Velv, they predict a 3-1 to Palace, as well. Same as Max. Are they hoping more than believing? So I don't know if I can see that. I might be proven wrong, but I don't know. James has gone with a 1-0 to Palace. Same as Brad. And then Chris has went with another 1-0 to Palace. A lot of 1-0s to Palace. And then last but not least, KLOPP. And he has went with a 0-0. A 0-0, a snooze fest, same as Kenny. A 0-0 draw. So, yeah, that's interesting. But yeah, people, they are all the predictions. Can I change to 2-1 maybe? I've messaged you my predictions. Have you? Oh, yeah, you've requested them. Yeah, no worries. Cool. Yeah, I'll get you added to the system. Can I change to 2-1 maybe? Yeah, if you want. Let me know if you want to change now, though, because how many red cards in the Premier League this weekend? I'm going to say 1. I'll go 2. So, yeah. Thanks, bro. No worries. I'll get you added on to the system shortly. I'll say system. I'll let you write it down. But yeah, change now. All right, Max. I'll change it now. Cool. 2-1 Palace, yeah? Is that all good? 2-1 Palace. But yeah, before we wrap up, obviously Brentford, they're walking out right now. We are going to go through the points. So, yeah, this is the points as it stands. So, I'm not in the lead anymore. Brad has took the lead. He is a point ahead. A lot of 3 points helped him last week. You know what I mean? So, yeah, we'll get rid of that now. So, yeah, that helped him out. Alex is on 25, so not too far behind. Max is on 21. Liam's on 20. Lewis is on 23. Kenny's on 15. Wolf and Velva are also on 15. James is on 12. Chris is on 15. Niles on 7. KLOPP's on 7. And obviously Daniel is going to be added to the mix. So we'll find out how many points he's on by the end of this weekend, because then we got some midweek games. And I found out Liverpool are on BT. Thank God for that. I saw it as midweek, saw it as Thursday. I was like, nah, it's going to be on Amazon Prime. Because it's December as well. It's not. Thank God. But yeah, that is the points, people. So Brad has took the lead now. Fair play. As I said, a lot of 3 points helped him last week. He got like 3 or 4. So that really helped him along with the 1 points and that he got. So yeah, people. First 5 up. Yeah, that's what I noticed. First 5 up, all 20 are over. Yeah, I noticed that. But yeah, people, that is the predictions, points, team of the week, all of it. So yeah, I will be back tomorrow with a vlog at the Luton game. Obviously Luton have got Fulham. It's going to be a tough game, obviously, on the Luton show earlier. And also posted it on social media, on Instagram, the lineup me and my dad would play tomorrow against Fulham. And score prediction, we said on the Luton show, we both went with a 2-1 Fulham. Before the Blackpool game, we had been not confident at all. We had thought Fulham scored a lot more, but I think they're just going to edge it. I think the quality of their side is too much, and they're going to win the league for me. But I'll stop talking about that now. But yeah, a vlog will be out tomorrow to that game. And then there'll be a reaction to the Liverpool game on Sunday. And then, yeah, let me just look. And then there'll be a predictions video, hopefully, to the Premier League on Monday. I said 3-1 on Super 6. Yeah, trust me. Like before the Blackpool game, I'd have probably said that. But yeah, we don't need to get into that. You know what I mean? But yeah, I'm going to wrap it up here. I hope you all enjoyed the stream. Don't forget to smash a like on the stream if you haven't already. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We are so close to 400. We was on 400, but yeah, people were trolling, which is just a bit annoying. But is what it is. As soon as we get to 400, the next target will be straight 500. It won't be 415 or 450 or anything like that. It'd be straight to 500. So yeah, smash a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, share the channel, and yeah, I will see you tomorrow when the vlog is uploaded. So yeah, take care and peace.